Indian jewelry stocks just flashed a staggering 40% surge in a single month after strong June quarter business updates. This isn't just a market blip, it's a potent re-rating demanding institutional attention. The speed and scale of this move fundamentally challenge prior valuation models and force a critical reassessment for serious investors. The bigger question is, will this powerful surge last, or is it merely a speculative short-term pop? But that immediate gain is only part of the story. The Indian jewelry sector, particularly its organized segment, holds a unique and deeply entrenched cultural moat. It's not simply about luxury, it's about trust, heritage, and significant life events like weddings and festivals. This cultural insulation makes the sector incredibly resilient, distinguishing it from other discretionary spending categories. Leading players, notably T. Company, leverage this by offering assured quality, transparent pricing, and expansive retail networks. Their value proposition extends beyond just selling gold, it builds generational trust through robust branding and consistent design innovation. This strategic positioning creates a strong competitive advantage, insulating them against market volatility far better than unorganized local players. Now, let's revisit the recent Q1 performance. The sector-wide 40% surge in Indian jewelry stocks wasn't a fluke. It followed strong June quarter business updates that indicated robust underlying demand. This matters because it wasn't a single event, but a broad sector positive. The market appears to be pricing in a significant paradigm shift rather than just seasonal demand. Something important is happening here, signaled by leaders like T. Company, who reported significant growth in their consumer businesses. While specific percentage figures weren't detailed, the qualitative message is clear: demand remains resilient. This indicates that the fundamental drivers for leading organized players are firmly in place, even amidst broader economic uncertainties. It validates the structural shift we've been tracking. The next signal comes from management commentary. The outlook beyond the June quarter remains constructively positive for leading players. This isn't just about quarterly numbers, it reflects deep conviction in their execution strategy and capital allocation plans. This positive commentary from seasoned executives suggests a clear runway for growth, underpinned by strategic investments in brand and distribution. Management specifically highlighted strong demand and intact long-term structural tailwinds. This is crucial for institutional investors. It signifies that the recent surge isn't a one-off event driven by pent-up demand, but rather a validation of a multi-year growth thesis. Their confidence in these tailwinds provides crucial earnings visibility and asset insulation for the organized sector. Now look at how the broader macro environment supports this. India's rising disposable income, coupled with its young demographic profile, provides a massive consumption base. This isn't just a fleeting trend, it's a demographic dividend that fuels aspirational buying and sustained demand for high-quality, branded jewelry. This sustained macro backdrop insulates the sector against short-term economic fluctuations. Here's where the competitive landscape becomes interesting. The shift from unorganized to organized players is accelerating. Regulatory pushes like mandatory hallmarking and the formalization of the economy through GST are eroding the advantages of local, unbranded sellers. This consolidation benefits larger, trusted entities like T. Company, creating a powerful sector tailwind that will likely persist for years. However, no investment is without risk. The primary vulnerability here is gold price volatility. Gold is both a commodity and an investment, and sudden sharp swings can impact consumer sentiment and purchasing decisions. While organized players often employ hedging strategies, Sustained high or volatile prices could dampen discretionary spending and affect margins. This needs careful monitoring for portfolio managers. Another key risk lies in discretionary spending sensitivity. Despite the cultural moat, jewelry remains a significant purchase. A broader economic slowdown or sustained inflation could pressure household budgets, leading to deferred purchases. Furthermore, potential changes in import duties or taxation could introduce new regulatory headwinds, impacting cost structures and pricing strategies. That's a factor institutional capital always watches closely. So, what changes next? The 40% surge forces a valuation reassessment. While quick gains might suggest overextension, the strong underlying structural tailwinds and management's constructive outlook point to a multi-year growth thesis. The market appears to be repricing these assets for sustained earnings visibility, not just a cyclical bounce. We are looking at a fundamental shift in how the sector is perceived. Forward earnings visibility for organized players like Tevitan Company looks robust, driven by the continued shift from unorganized to formal retail and sustained demand recovery. Upcoming festival seasons and wedding demand are perennial catalysts, but the structural formalization trend provides a more consistent, long-term growth engine. This is a story of compounding strength, rather than just event-driven spikes. Considering the data, the Indian organized jewelry sector, exemplified by Tevitan Company, moves squarely into breakout watch territory for institutional capital. The 40% surge might be seen as a rapid move, but it appears backed by strong structural momentum and demand recovery. While a trim consideration might be relevant for short-term traders, for long-term portfolio managers, the thesis of formalization and sustained earnings visibility remains compelling. This is a sector still in the early innings of a major re-rating. The Indian jewelry sector's recent performance is a powerful reminder that structural shifts can drive outsized returns, even in traditionally stable industries. Understanding these deep macro and micro currents is what separates smart money from the noise. For continued institutional-grade analysis and to stay ahead of these critical market repricings, make sure you subscribe to SR Money News IN and hit that notification bell. We'll be tracking this story and many more, delivering insights that matter for your portfolio.